Doc, your approach to winning without Blake, it seems like everybody just has to do a little bit more, that it's not going to be one guy. This seemed like a kind of one of those games where a lot of people did a little bit more and it wasn't just one guy.
Yeah, and we're trying to, again, like we said before the game, keep the minutes the same for the key guys, and that's good. Chris is getting at 33, and really our bench has been, better than fantastic. They're actually changing games, and it's with their energy. I think they realized early on, I think they thought it was going to be with their offense, and now they've realized it's with their hands and their defense and the deflections. They did it again with all the deflections and fast breaks. And they don't care. Like tonight, you can see that Jamal had it going, and you can watch them. They were trying to get it to him every single time in space and let him make plays. So they're all in a good place.
And a lot of times when a guy has a heat check, kind of like he'll need to miss a shot for you guys to go away from it. But it seemed like as the defense started collapsing to him, he started making plays for other guys. He found West in the corner.
Yeah, he had a couple guys, and that's what Jamal. People still forget he used to be a point guard early in his career, so it's not like he can't pass. He just would rather shoot, But he just made terrific plays. I thought defensively they were good. I thought the pace was the key. I was yelling all game, pace, 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 and I didn't think it did anything until like the middle of the third. And then you can see finally it broke through because we could not play them in a half-court game. They're just too big. And, we just kept telling them, we don't care if it goes in or not, just keep moving, keep pace. And I thought by the middle of the third, you can see it start taking its toll on them, and I thought that was big for us.
Rob?
Doc, one of the things that people talked about earlier in the season was that you guys didn't have enough of the killer instinct.
Yeah.
You certainly showed that today. What are your thoughts on that?
I think we've always had killer instinct. We just wasn't finishing games. I don't think that had anything to do with killer instinct. It had more to do, in my opinion, with execution and trust. And we still have to improve in those areas. If we want to be great, if we want to be elite, that's what we have to be better at.
Doc, talk about Austin Rivers. He struggled from three before, but now it seems like he's really come alive.
Yeah, I just think that whole group, they're comfortable. They don't worry about misses anymore. I thought early in the year, each one of them, from Lance to Austin to Pablo, even Jamal, every shot they missed, they were worried about it. And now, Austin misses one right when he walks on the floor. They swing it to him 5 seconds later, shoots another one. That's how I want that group to play. I want them to play free, fast, and aggressive.
Doc, this is the winningest January in terms of percentage in franchise history. How is that possible considering all that's going on, especially missing Blake Griffin?
Well, there's a lot of comments to that I'm going to leave alone, but our history, that's great. I didn't know that obviously, and I don't know how it's possible, to be honest. It's just nice that, and a lot of it's been on the road too, and so. They're just in a good place, and we just got to keep them there. It's winning without Blake is not easy, and we're doing it, but we appreciate every game. I think our guys have done a great job of the single games, though. They don't look at what they're doing; they look at the next game.
Doc, a 40-point swing since that loss in Chicago last month. What do you attribute the biggest difference in offense, I guess?
Well, we're awful in that game. Number one, actually, I thought both teams were bad in that game. If you want to be honest. Blake got thrown out in that game, so we hadn't played the small ball yet, or gotten good at it. So, and Chicago was better that night. I thought they were better prepared, so we're growing, so I would attribute it to that.
DeAndre, 20, 17, and 4.
Yeah.
Continues to be strong across the board.
Free throw maker. It's been amazing. He's actually making them. They all look good. He's just got great focus as well, and we need him more as much as anyone because he's probably the only guy I would say minutes maybe going up a little bit. And I don't know that. That's just visually I'm saying that. So, but we need him. We need his energy right now.
Two questions. We kind of laugh about the DeAndre free throws, but it seems like when they do start hacking, and he has been making them, those have kind of been turning points in these last.
Yeah, that was big. He made a couple, and today he made 4 in a row in the I don't know what game, Atlanta maybe.
Yeah.
That's that takes a strategy away, at least momentarily. Oh, it'll be back next game. Don't worry about that. But it does in each game when he does it. It takes that one strategy away, and players get mad when you foul. I've always thought that when we do it and they make the free throws, they're mad at you. You know, they don't like doing it to begin with, and then when guys start making them, they're really mad at you because they're saying, "See, we could have played defense." You know, so I've always thought that.
I know consistency's kind of been across the board for the backups, but for Jamal in particular, has this
Yeah.
been kind of one of the more consistent stretches he's had this year?
Yeah, definitely this year. But I just like how he's playing the whole game. He's been good.
JJ Redick is shooting 47% from 3-point.
Yeah.
Why is he so confident? Why is he playing so well this year?
Gosh, I don't know. I mean, he works at it. He works harder than anybody that I've ever seen. He's just tough. You know what I loved about him? Last game, he couldn't make a shot. He didn't get but 4 shots in the first half last game against the Lakers. But if you watch the film visually, there was no body language change. It was like, fine, this is not my night. I'm good. You know, where you can look around the league every night, you can tell the guy that's not getting the ball. You just look at his face, and that just says a lot about him. Like, he knows he's going to shoot. He knows it's going to go in, and he doesn't worry about it. So he's just a mentally tough kid.
We talked before the game about handling Paul and resting him, and you said it's an imperfect science.
Yeah.
Figure it out. He looked again a little out of rhythm.
We just shouldn't play him in afternoon games. I mean, honestly, we're going to go look at his plus minus in afternoon games. I don't know what it is, but
Has that been a challenge for him to kind of deal with?
yeah,
all
it has
this?
to be. Like, you can see he didn't have great rhythm tonight, and we didn't practice, and he takes the days off. I think, again, it's an imperfect science. I don't know. I think at the end of the year it'll be great for him because now the rhythm will start, and he'll start playing. But I really don't know. I'm just trying to do the best with him so we can preserve him.
Are you concerned about the points in the paint that you guys gave up tonight?
No, we knew they were going to get those. We wanted to guard the line more, but that's what they do. They're a attack team. They're big. They have guards to get in the paint. So, we assumed they were going to get in the paint tonight. And they did.
25-8 since you started 7-8 this season. Big picture, how happy are you with where you are? And
Well, I'm happy, but we got so much more work to do. We got such a long season left. I like how we're playing. I like the way we're playing with this group. I've said it for a while. I do think it's going to make us a lot better when Blake gets back because now we had to establish how to play with the 4 and the 5. We hadn't established how to play with one big and everyone else. And now we have. So now, the way I see it, now we have the 2 groups that we needed to have going into the playoffs. Guys, I know it's afternoon. You got the deadline that you can wait on, but this is over. I'm done. Thank you very much. It's good to see you.